Alright, time for the second VOD review of Schlepp here. He's playing Alistar with Lucian into a Rakan Saya lane. The infamous duo Saya Rakan. Could be an interesting lane. Actually, I would say you have the advantage. Overall, their Hecarim has no flash, he has no kind of escape spell. That's good. Olaf should be looking for to make the most plays there. Um, Overall, um, I would say actually the blue side has a stronger team here. And let's see where the jungler starts. And let's see if you can get some vision on them and see how you play against that. So, like I said, Hecarim has Ignite and Teleport into a hard CC matchup. So, if I was Olaf, I should at least do my first play against top lane. Probably blue, Grump, um, Scuttle, and then come top. Oh god. Um, I'm really not a fan of this Olaf start. Olaf has his clearing is very dependent on the access. So the blue start will give him both the mana and the CDR to be able to spam this. I really don't like this. What Olaf should be doing is he should be dragging the buff towards any wall, so you can just spam access like this. This is exactly how it should have been start. Yeah, he should start blue, go up towards his Grump, clear that, then walk straight down here. Um, if we had if we had started blue Grump, then just straight up to Crab, he would have been done with it or had full potential of taking it and taking this fight. Here, Xin Chao got it. That was very unfortunate for him. But I would kind of blame that on starting Wolf Camp. I don't really see the reason to do that. If we look at blue side, there's an even lane. Uh, there's really not much aggro you guys should be doing. Your jungler is on the bottom side, so you might wanna push it out a bit. Oh, that's a terrible trade. Um, Here you should kind of back off. After you've done your combo here, there's really not much you can do. Let him take that. He takes 2 tower shots. There's no reason to go in there. You see his feathers are laying down here, and just walking straight into them bursts you guys down so much. You guys had won the trade until you try to get more out of it. So small things like that. If we go back and look again, here, it's kind of even trade here. Rakan goes in, takes 2 tower shots, and you guys are just running straight into the feathers and losing trade. If you guys had just backed off as soon as Rakan got out, that would have been an even trade or even a win for you. Um, that's good. That's really good. Really good. Really good. Mm. Oh, you didn't get him. Oh, that's really, really unlucky, man. Um, yeah, that should have been a kill. Really unlucky. Mm, I'm not sure here. You should actually know here. You're gonna back after this wave, so what you should be doing here is you see the crab is bot side. That should have been looked at your map as well. So what I would like you to do here is instead of putting this ward down, you guys are going back. Before you guys are back in lane, that ward gonna be expired by half the time. So this ward won't provide you with anything really. So what I would like you to do is either go up here, go up the river, and the ward around crab, so we can see when Xin Zhao comes for it, or just drop a ward around his blue grump side. That would give you good vision. That would be a useful ward, and would have provided you with info when you got back to lane. Instead, so you guys are probably just gonna push this out and go back to base. Let's see how much gold you're working with. Mm. Lucian should have his first buy. You should also have your second relic and a pair of boots and a ward. Yeah, like I see here. I kind of blame this on that lazy ward that you did when you got back from lane. If you had the vision of him here, if you just had walked 5 meters up the lane, that kill would never happen. Um, so you should think about that more. When you're going back, when you're backing off, you should try to get as much as possible out of your ward. If we now you're back in lane, and the ward you just sat down, it's um, it's it's expired by 2/3, so it's a completely useless ward. Mm. What you should have been, what you should have done here. Um, I kind of like the Hex Flash actually. It's not a bad play at all. See, so just W him here, just W him into turret, and then Q him. That will be giving you at least two tower shots on Rakan. Ah, they're four manning. Um, oh god, that's a really awkward dive. Your positioning isn't great here in this dive. There's not much you can do in a four-man dive, I mean. But what you should kind of be looking for here is recognize the threats from Xin Zhao and Lissandra. They're gonna have the most damage here. So what you want to do is stand as close to your AD as possible, but between him and Xin Zhao and Lissandra. Cause Rakan gonna jump on top of you guys. And Xin Zhao gonna jump on top of you guys. And Lissandra gonna jump on top of you guys. So to both save your V cooldown, and since you know where their champ's gonna be in a few seconds, you should get as close as possible to your AD, because they're gonna jump on top of him. So you can queue as many people as possible. Uh, as you see, all them jump right on top of him, and you're going up to zone their AD, I guess, for some reason. Like I said, you should be about where Lissandra is standing at the moment. That's a real good queue, but it could have been faster if you had just had a better position. But it's a 4-man dive. There's really not much you can do there. There's a good teleport by Cyan. I'm not sure you should be looking for fight here. Syndra is coming. She has no ult. Oh, this is a really nice play. You can trade that of hope. Oh, that's a close one. Real nice. Syndra had to burn a flash there, but I guess that's better. Guys got a kill for it. This is a good invade. You know they just backed off. Their jungle died, so this is a good invade. What I actually I would have pinged Drake there, just cause their jungler died, and you knew they backed off. So you guys had a free 3 or 4-man clear of Drake. But getting his blue is also fine. You guys should be looking for a bot dive at the moment. You guys saw their jungler he's not on bot side, so he gotta be on top side. So this is the freest dive ever, and you guys recognize that. That's really good. Nice dive. And this looks like a first tower. No vision of their jungler. You guys have not really much info to work on at the moment. You guys have so much gold. You should be looking for to go back more often. I mean, if you as a support have more than 1k gold in the bank, unless it's after a team fight, you're overstaying your time in lane, I would say. There's a huge difference between an Ali with Moby boots and one without. So as soon as you have that, go back to buy. Um, you don't have any pink wards left. Go back to buy. Try to actively go back as much as possible, because at the same time when you go back you can find opportunities to roam, so you don't have to run from lane and get pinged by their bot lane. Go back, find a roam towards mid, then fall back to lane. You start roaming, that's good. Um, you guys should be focusing on mid at the moment, both you and your AD. I would say you should have gone top, but as long as Cyan don't have his teleport, The better players play towards mid. And you guys are rotating towards top. That's really good. Like I said, I would like, according to me, the best play would be to stay in the mid lane, keep that push up, at least until Sion gets to lane. Then you guys can go back and rotate up. Wow, you guys are really low level. Um, that's really nice by your team. Um, nice by Syndra to come that effect, like that, and you're collapsing on them. That's perfect. Good stun by you. You should actually stay by your AD there. There's really no reason to run into the bush here. Um, just small things. Always be in front of your AD. You guys are going top again. That's good. You have the vision of their top lane, and you see their mid lane, and you see their bot lane. So getting this free farm is really really nice. What you guys should be doing at the moment is actively looking for some kind of herald. So either you take now when Sion has his teleport up, he's gonna be up in like 5 seconds. Either he pushes this lane in as hard as possible, so you guys push in top and get your jungler to start Herald, so you guys can 3-man it. Push this in and come back to Herald. Their jungler will either respond here or here. It will either way be really really good for you guys. And now you guys actually see their jungler on bot side. So what you want to do here is precisely. You want to look for this dive, and that's it. Really really nice. Good combo by you. So you're doing a really good job here. Um, there's some warding, aggressive warding I would like to see from you. Like now you have killed their top lane. Go and put a ward down around around their red side or this side, so you can do a herald with more vision. Uh, but you're doing your job fine. You just need to see when you have vision of where they are or they are dead, take that opportunity to get the vision you need and be a bit brave about it. They can't attack. They can't collapse on you if they're dead. So try to get as much vision in an aggressive manner as soon as you see them dead or something. As soon as you see their jungler and Hecarim doing a play bot side, you can just set up the vision, do the play on the opposite side. So this is a really good flank by you. Really, really good flank. Um, that was a kind of messy team fight. But like I said, that was a really good flank by you. It really started the fight in a good way for you guys. That's really, really aggressive by her. She should have backed off there. But you're doing, if we take a look at you in this fight, you stay ahead of your AD. You take out, you peel for a priority. Um, there's that's the entire fight is correct positioning by you. And then just a bit messy on the end, but yeah, that was a really good fight. Um, and what you do now is go back, buy, um, run towards Drake or Herald. Herald will be better in this here, and your Scion has his teleport up, so Herald will be a really nice play here. Yeah, you're going for the vision. That's good. Mm. Now you have you know where the jungler are, and you guys just backed. That's pretty unfortunate, actually. But that ward, that teleport was. I don't like that teleport at all. You really gave up a lot by doing that. However, you get the flank. I don't know if that was supposed to be a flank or. Mm, this looks like a bit of miscommunication from everybody. You guys in mid should have really been collapsing on this. You get nothing out of that. However, now you know exactly where their people are. This should be an easy herald for you now. You have the vision, you have the wards. You can start it. You guys are way ahead as well. So forcing a fight around a herald would be great for you guys. But trading is fine as well. It's also just an Windrake. It doesn't really give much for their. No, it does give quite a bit for the team comp, but it's a really great trade for Herald. Herald will give you a lot of tempo this game. You guys get caught out. Not really sure what happened there. They're pushing mid. They should have recognized really bad at. Come on. Um, Dragon just died. There's absolutely no reason to be in mid at the moment. And you're doing the correct thing. You're warding for the side your AD is actively playing on toward at the moment. This fight is just I have real no idea. As soon as Dragon died, they should have recognized that they should have been backing off, or at least backing towards you guys. Doing this trade is really great for you guys, even if it's a mid tower. If you get this tower, if you can trade a tier 2 tower for a tier 1 tower, that's almost always in your favor. Mm, I don't like you taking that fight, but I mean, oh god, you got out of that. That's really good. That's really good for you guys. Holy. Alright, this game is over. Slash FF. Yeah, but if you compare this game to your Braum game, your positioning here is just way better. I think it's could be because you kinda know how to play Ali better. But your positioning for your AD is much better on Ali and than it is on Braum. Um, One of the biggest things is you, like I said before, you look at the map but you don't see the map. You see the jungler on one side, then and you don't act accordingly. Also, you're warding. You're just warding to ward. I feel like you should have it kind of the mentality that the wards you're using should be to get the vision of the place you're going to be in the next 30 seconds maybe. So just dropping a ward in the river to have a ward in the river that's gonna die in 20 seconds because they have the priority. That's not gonna help anyone anywhere ever. So if you're going to one place, if you're going towards the Baron, have the wards to set up around Baron when you're doing that play. But your positioning is great. You have a good KD this game. Mm. So from watching your two matches, the things I would like you to work on a bit more is have some kind of reason to use the wards instead of just warding to ward. Mm, Try to think actively in what's gonna happen in the game. Not not at the moment, but in 30 seconds, in 20 seconds. What's the next objective? I need to have the wards there when it spawns or when we're going to that place. Um, Dropping lots of wards isn't necessarily good if the wards aren't good. Um, and The third thing, backing off and going back when you hit certain items. Don't sit in lane with 1400, 1600 gold. Even if your whole team is ahead, gold in your pocket doesn't do anything good for you. You're only ahead if you can spend the gold to have the items to be ahead. So as soon as you hit the items you know are necessary, you don't have to actually buy a full item. If you have 600 gold, go back to get your Mobis. If you have 800 gold, go back and get one component and get those two wards. Also, backing is a great way to be able to roam and not be spotted. So if you back more, you can roam more. You just need to time in when your lane is pushed. I can go back and I can go to a different lane, or I can follow my jungler and then go back when the lane is pushing in towards you again. Um, I mean, mechanically you're doing just fine. There's just I would say you're either thinking on too much of the you're either thinking too much about the game as a whole, like we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to rotate that. Um, your team isn't coordinated enough to play like that. You need to recognize the small mistakes you're doing. That's probably the exact same mistakes you're doing in solo queue. Um, the small basic things that makes a decent support from a great support isn't him playing godlike and mechanically a mechanical beast. It's being able to see what's going to happen, call the right shots, and just do the things, just do the basic things correctly. You need to have some kind of mentality to not just respond to what's happening. You need to actually be the one proactively making the things happen on the map. But I mean, this game is pretty much over, I would say. You guys, I wouldn't say you. That Herald play was really, really great. But I would say that's also a factor by them not responding to it. Um, you guys had better macro this game than their team, but their team didn't have good macro. You guys didn't have good macro. There's a lot of things you're doing wrong on a team level, I would say. But your playing as a whole, as your positioning, is really, really good this game. Um, you're playing as well as you can for to push the advantages you have. Um, there's just those three things I would like to see you work on a bit more. That's the things I would, from my experience, I would say are your biggest weaknesses at the moment. That you don't think ahead. You ward, you drop wards just to drop wards at times, and you're you hold on to way too much gold, especially in lane phase. If you actively start thinking about those things, I'm sure you will both climb and you will actually feel that your support gameplay will improve by a lot. And these things they aren't the biggest things. I mean, you don't have to sit down and take weeks to learn how to think more proactively or to know when and where to ward. That's just things you do it in a certain amount of solo queue games and you see it working, then you take that and use that in scrims. Just doing same thing over and over again. Don't be afraid to go and put a aggro ward. If you die, you die, but that's a good thing. You have gotten something out of it. There's many many times a ward will give you more value than you getting collapsed on. Maybe burn your flash or maybe you even die. But wards often give you more info to your whole team, and that's often very valuable. Valuable. So yeah, you played good this game. Really, really good from a perspective of peeling for your AD. But that's kind of where the the things end. You waste a lot of time, and that's not coming from how you if you're a bad Ali player or a bad support player. That's just from you don't you know what's gonna happen. You have played this game so much, I assume, so you know kind of the phases of the game, but you don't know how you should actively be playing those phases. And if you try to improve on those three things, I can guarantee you your support playing will be a lot better. Just give it within a week, you will feel a difference. Give it 6 weeks, and you will feel that you were fucking stupid for even doing them in the first place. So let's see if you guys can round out this game. You have the perfect, absolute perfect. You both silence inhibits down. Oh god. What the fuck happened there? Uh, well, you guys got out on top of that as well, but it was a really bad fight to take. You guys only won that because you're so far ahead. Also, when you have both side lanes inhibs down, you guys can just be lazy. You guys can just siege mid, because you're gonna have so much pressure from their side, so you can have this for free. You don't have to hard engage on them. But like I said, this game has been over for quite some time. It's just a matter of closing it out now. I'm not 100% sure about this Baron actually, but you got it. You got it. So I guess that's fine. But this is how you throw games, according to me. You guys are so far ahead, you can just walk down mid and fuck him up. Ooh, that was a really late, really late smite. Well, that's GG. Good playing overall. Um, I would say you played really good from a micro perspective. The macro can be worked on. Also, there's quite a few things you do wrong. I would call them mistakes, just suboptimal plays, plays or placements of wards, etc. But overall, this was a good game, really good game.